If you weren't with us last week, this is what we worked on last week. You could watch that later after this one. Welcome to Watercolor Wednesday. My name is Gabriel Stockton, and we do everything with watercolor. Hey, welcome. Put in the comments where you're watching from. This is what we're going to be working on today. So I teach across from this place in a little town called Fallbrook. It's here in California. And I see some of you hopping on. And if you're watching this replay, say hello in the comments. I first want to show you some stuff that came in the mail from Cheap Joe's. And there's this. Bum, bum, bum. And this. And there was 2 or 3 of these. And some stickers. And let's check out this stuff. So I really like this Fiber Castle. Fiber Castle makes a really nice travel cup. And let's go ahead and just pull it out. So you might have heard of Fiber Castle before with their pencils. Okay. So they made this really cool cup which compacts really well. It's really uber light. So this pops out like so, and you can put some water in here. The wonderful function that I love about this is that it holds a couple of brushes. See that? So when you have some water on here, or you can set these brushes on here. I'm showing you some, showing you it'll hold travel brushes. All right. Really, really good deal. Seriously, like retail, I'm thinking like $4.95 is, I wouldn't pay more than, $9 for this. But I've been seeing them for like $4.95. So this came from Cheap Joe's. I've actually drove over one of these, and it lived, which is great. Digging this new sticker by Cheap Joe's Art Stuff. I break for Cheap Joe's Art Stuff. Super cool. Love that green with the black and white. So some of you have been seeing this pencil that I've been drawing with, and by far this is the best, I think, mechanical pencil that's out on the market now. And what I love about it is, so they sent me one and I've been using it and I fell in love with it. So I bought 2 more. So I'd have one here and for filming, and then one at my studio. Does it come? It does not come with, oh yeah, there it is. It does come with some lead. I'm not sure what lead it comes with. Let's see if it says. So the nice thing is you only have to click it once. And if you look right here, it just, you want to have the lead come out just with like a little bit, all right? And then it keeps drawing. And so here's a really good, right here. It says, please do not advance too far out there. I know some of you've seen this, but for the newcomers, but it just keeps drawing. It keeps putting out lead. You don't have to click it. And half of the time, the lead is out too far and it breaks. So yeah, you're one click away from creating your next masterpiece. And I picked up these. There's one missing out of here, so there's 5. And these are sketchbooks. So all this stuff comes from Cheap Joe's art stuff. And I'm liking this because I want to be able to write on the side what I do in these sketchbooks. I mean, as of you all know, I typically draw in one of these. And there's nothing wrong with these. You could get this with Cheap Joe's. And in here are just a bunch of wonderful sketches, working out some ideas here for you and also for my students. It has a spiral. If you like a spiral, where to go? I added this little extra packet back here to hold some little templates. I don't think you'll be able to do it with these, but the paper in here is pretty nice. So you'd be able to do some markers without it bleeding. And hey, I see your comments, y'all. I'll check in here in just a second. And I think it's got enough tooth for some really nice drawing. I haven't drawn in any of these yet. I literally just got this yesterday in the mail. I took one down to my studio down at Balboa Park. If you're ever in town, come stop by. We're in Studio 10. So I'm excited about this because I can organize my sketchbooks. And so check out these on their website. And it definitely seemed affordable, like 5 of them for the price in which I got it for. I did not write down the prices. I apologize. I literally thought, oh, 5 minutes ago, like, I should share what came in the mail. So today, I'm gonna paint this little scene that is across the street from my where I teach in Fallbrook. And I've already pre-sketched it. And someone asked me about blue tape. Now, I bought some blue tape. Only reason I bought blue tape was I needed it for an event that asked for blue tape. I personally do not use blue tape for watercolor. But we're gonna look at what happens when you use blue tape. The theory is that you'll paint a picture a lot warmer. Okay? So I'm gonna put this where y'all can see it. Dun, dun, dun. How is everybody? I'm just curious. How's your week going? What kind of projects are you working on? I'm curious. What are you painting? There are a few of you that took my workshop a couple of weekends ago, and you're already scheduled for one-on-ones. If you'd like to do a one-on-one with me, the best way to do that is email me right here, Gabriel Stockton, fineart.com. If you want to join the email or the newsletter that comes out quarterly, I don't fill your email up with a bunch of unwanted emails, and I definitely don't sell it to people. But yeah, like I send out a quarterly email normally to let you know when you could join us for some workshops. So the theory is with blue tape that you'll paint warmer because your eyes are continually calibrating on the blue, and we're gonna test it out. This is a really thick tape. I would not use this. So can you see that painting? Or sorry, the photo reference? Oh yeah, we're all on the camera. And I'll move this over. I'm gonna look at the comments and see who's here. Dun dun dun. All right. And we got Artie Ross. Hello. From beautiful Arizona. And Joan is here. All right, cool. From Vancouver. And we got Fisher. Hi, Gabriel from Wild, Wonderful, Wyoming. Lander. All right. Marie is here from Canada. Hello. We got Paula, and who loves art, and Mike. Hello from South Georgia. Mike, have you been here before? Your name seems new. How do I pronounce your name? I'm gonna go into this painting with color, but in all honesty, your values matter so much more. And I know we only have an hour here together, and I was thinking about doing this, you know, us really considering maybe we should do a black and gray, but with time, maybe we'll do that on a new Zoom together. Bum, bum, bum. So right here, yeah, there's a car wash, and then there's this old auto body shop, which now I think it's a guy that just works on a lot of cool projects. There's a tattoo shop, which really isn't much in the scene. We're going to do some kind of vehicle. I don't know if it's going to be the Jeep. I know we're going to do like a sky and get some of this greenery in. Alright. So, right off the get-go, I'm going to get in here with some lavender. I can't tell you too much without spoiling how should I say this? Well, just start saving your dollars for Christmas. There's something that's coming out at Christmas time that you might want to ask Santa Claus for, or you might want to put on your Christmas list. Okay, so just heads up, there's something coming out around Christmas time where you might want a little extra cash for art supplies. And I've already said too much. All right, check it out. Let's get right into this sky. Real simple sky. I don't want to put too much sky in here. I want to keep it super simple. This is a warm sky, so I'm not quite sure how you're seeing it on your monitor, but this is lavender. Now I'm gonna grab some transparent pyro orange and some pyro red and a little bit of this goodness, and let's paint this building here. Like I said, this is just down the street from where I teach beginning and advanced watercolor at the Fallbrook Art Center. It's been going really well. Thanks. I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to be teaching there. They're really doing an excellent job on getting the arts rocking and rolling. There's this front here of this shop, and I'm gonna put the base color in just for a second, and then I'm gonna get just some of this fencing in that's right here. You can see it right there. And I'm gonna stop right there. I'm not gonna go any further because there's a whole wonderful area of trees and stuff. So I have this lavender, and I'm gonna grab some turquoise and some yellow. And that is really springy. So I'm gonna grab some green and a little more turquoise and some lavender. Knock down that chroma. And I want to put in this tree. And that's still a bit too garish for me. Let's get this in. So this tree is right here. There's another tree here. And I'm not counting any of the leaves. I want to just put in this tree, but there's a couple of trees within this, and I want to have some nice bulk. Okay. I'm going to grab some neutral tint and get a little darker right in here. Do you see how I'm using my brush? I'm not painting with the tip. I'm not doing this. Okay, I'm getting in there like that. Okay, so got this nice little tree on the other side of this building. Now I'm gonna get just a titch darker. There are some other little trees right in here. Bum, 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 like so. And we've got some trees over here. And I'm painting just a little bit higher than my drawing line. Like this. Okay. And let's put this, there isn't a tree there, but it would work a little bit more here because I've got this telephone pole. I like that. Now, while that I've got a nice tip on this brush, I'm going to go ahead and put in that telephone pole. And I'll check the comments just here shortly. So this has to be a really nice thick paint. And we've got this telephone pole here. And there's another one here. And then we got some wires coming here. Nice. And there's this thing coming up behind here. And this business in here. There we go. This fence is right here. So we need some little negative painting going on. I'll go over to the comments and see what's going on. What you have to say. Bum, bum, bum. We got Dembski. Hi there. I took a watercolor portrait workshop. Oh, wonderful. 1980. I appreciate how you show us how to use a brush. You're welcome, Artie Ross. Mike. And, all right. And, oh, Dembski is from Michigan. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Is this your first time here? Good stuff. Really good stuff. There's rounds here. Nice. And we got some nice browns. So some browns and greens are going to make some nice, lovely grays. Here we go. We're going to put that one there. This one comes over here. And this is going to come like this. And then over here. Like that. I'm drinking some tea. What are you drinking? Put in the comments. I'm curious. For some of you, it might be during the day. For some of you, it might be in the evening. Put that in the comments. I'm curious. This nice and dark right here. This is some Moon Glow. It's a great, great color to have. Really just kind of change it up. Dun, dun, dun. This little lovely sign here. It doesn't have a name. That's okay. And the separation of that building from the tattoo shop. All right. And then we've got some different parts on our fence here. It's cooled off a lot here in San Diego. What's the weather like where you are? I'm curious. Has it started cooling off, or is it? Are you going through an Indian summer now? Dun, dun, dun. Look at that. Since I didn't save the white, that's okay. I'm gonna grab a little gouache right here and put that right there on that sign. Now let's look at this Jeep. I'm a shape painter, so I'm just gonna look at the shape. We go across right here. Hopefully it looks like a Jeep when we're done. There's the hood, and then there's some fenders. That, and then it gets cooler on the sides, so I'm gonna add a cool red to the red I already have. And then there's this side of the Jeep. You know, last time I painted a Jeep, it looked like one of those Volkswagen had this vehicle called the Thing, and it's kind of like a doom buggy kind of deal. There we go. I need a dark color. Here's that windshield. It doesn't quite go completely straight up. Kind of goes on an angle. We should be able to see kind of through it just a little bit for the garage right there. Then there's some tires, right? Let's put some tires on this hot rod, this Jeep here. So there's a wheel here. And there's a shadow. And then there's another wheel. There's a shadow. And another wheel back here. Like so. And there is a cover, like a little rag top on this thing. Yeah. So I think that this looks like a little Jeep. Now, in the photo, there's not a car, but because this was super early in the morning, but I'm gonna put another vehicle because I want to show you how to put more than one car stacked. So you don't quite see the whole car. So here's the roof. And this car is kind of like a lower car. If you want to mix a black, you can get ultramarine blue, burnt sienna, and alizarin crimson. And you can make a nice little black, whether it's a blue black or it's a red black. So this car has some shadows under it, like that. And then there's those windows. Go ahead and bring that down. Soften this. There we go. So now we have two cars parked. So lowrider. Lowrider. There's another car I put here. So let's go and put that car in. I'll check the comments just here in a second. So this car is facing away from us. Black tires. Some other wheels, some shadows. There's another little wheel. Shadow under the car. There's our bumper. The side. Just like that. Keep it really, really simple. This car is facing away from us. It's parked over here. There's a little car wash right there. So I'm going to put some little tail lights so we know that's the back of our car. There's a sidewalk right here. And then there's a curb. And we're going to put that little red curb like, hey, you're not supposed to park here. But you can park over here. So the red curb ends like that. And this is in a little bit cooler. So I'm going to take a little bit of blue and a little bit of Sleeping Beauty turquoise and cool this off, because then this nice little white ridge is going to pop. Look at that. There we go. If I'm going to do that there, I need to do that here. So that just ruined our theory that this is a Lauren painting. That's awesome. Bum, bum, bum. Well, there is a road here, but it's time to step it up on another size brush. So I'm gonna grab something a little bit bigger, and it's gonna be a flat. This little guy. I'm gonna show you why. So I'm gonna get some yellow ochre and make me a nice little yellow ochre right in here. Okay, and I'm gonna get some moon glow right in like this. Okay, and now I'm going to create this street, and there's going to be a line for that center line that's going to be left. Okay. I'm going to add a little more blue. It looks just a little too brown for my taste. Okay. Now, you got a little more control with this. So now it goes from thin to thick. So that's thin. And it's going to go thick. Okay, now I'm going to paint this part in. I'm going to leave a little edge of white right here. I'm always painting where gravity is more effective. So I painted the topper or the upper half of that lovely triangle shape, this little pie shape. Okay. And then I left that white. That's my little street divider line. Now, do I need to come in here and do another little line? You know, that's your call. I personally don't think it needs it, but we'll start one and then we'll let it fade like so. Break it up like that. Yeah, it's almost overkill. It could look nice with just the white line. Okay. And I can reclaim that just by going like this. With clean water, I could just pull that right out. Nice. I can pull that back out. It's called lifting. And if this was on a separate board, I could take the board and flip it upside down and paint that line. So, whatever works for you. If you want the double line, go for it. I personally think that's not the focal point. Let's work on some of these trees because values, 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 values. It's always about the values, okay? If you walk away here today, what's more important? Values. So what I need is some more work in these trees. I need some nice darks. So I'm going to take blue. And I want a nice dark right in here. Now, this is a painting, friends. I'm not really looking, at the photo at this point now. Now I'm really looking at what matters for this painting to make it presentable. Okay. I'm gonna put some dry brushing. Look at the way I'm putting those brush strokes. I'm not just using the point. Look at this in. Now, by going that darker contrast next to this building, what is our focal point? The building, right? And this car's taillights went a little berserk on me. That's okay. I'm from the school of organic instead of condemning. I'd much rather you paint this thing and bring it to life organically instead of going, oh, I suck. I can't paint to save my life. I'd much rather you be super kind to yourself and enjoy your time painting than, being cruel. There's enough of that already going on in this world. We don't need to bring it into our studio. I don't think the headlights really need to be pronounced. I thought with the light coming from this way kind of already make it look lovely. But this windshield here needs some love. There we go. We could put a license plate on this car. And it almost seems like it's got a flat tire, and I kind of like it. This building needs a little love, and I see there's this car wash sign here. But if I put that car wash sign in here right now, guess where it's going to end up? Dead center. And that's no bueno. That's just a really bad idea at this point. So I'm seeing some ridges from the building, and I'd much rather do those instead. So this kind of just goes like this, like this, like this. Okay. And if that's too much, I could just, with a little bit of water, kind of soften some of them. Not all of them have to be pronounced. There we go. And I want to see what this looks like. A little bit of lavender with that orange. Nice. Might as well put it here now. Boom, boom, boom. Let's really get that garage door opened up again. Right here. Yeah. Got the sign. Look at that. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna come over to the comments. If you have any questions. Today is actually went a lot faster than I expected. That's kind of cool. Dun, dun, dun. I'm not too happy with that dark. Soften it. There we go. There are some darks over here though. Some shadows. Yeah. Did you enjoy this subject? Let me know in the comments. Do you like these more, these are like little urban scenes? I just noticed there is some tree kind of coming over that building. So, here we go. kind of do like that. Nice. And yeah, I don't know if it needs much more. Bum, bum, bum. I thought if this one's red, this one could be a little more green. This almost looks like a little Geo. Those little Geo cars. Yeah. I don't really want it to be the focal point. I want it to just create ambiance. Ambiance. Bum, bum, bum. Look at that. I'll pull back the tape. What would you like to do next week? Put in the comments some subjects that you would like me to do. Anything but barns. We can't do barns yet because we're going to be doing that barns and covered bridges coming up here soon with Cheap Joe's art stuff. I'll be teaching for them, and other than that, alright, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Wow, look at that. We finished early today. That's pretty wild. Paula, I liked urban themes too, but I like lots of things. Oh, right on. I hadn't thought of loaf of bread. Haha. Nice. Lavender stopped it looking like a loaf of bread. Oh, gotcha. I'm tracking. I like the red cars too. Nice, brave shadows. Hey, thanks. It's false front on the building. Remains. Oh, gotcha. My mind keeps picturing the old-fashioned Taco Bell buildings. Oh, too funny. Bum, bum, bum. So y'all been just talking to each other in the chat. That's great. That painting is already more interesting than the photo. Yes, I agree. That is our goal. He had heard that something blue tape makes the painting look warmer. Yeah. And it doesn't happen every time. Bum, bum, bum. I clipped rather than tape, but my margins are very rough looking. Oh, cool. Thanks for sharing. Bum, bum, bum. I am drinking a mojito. Oh, wonderful, Paula. I think the tape is just what he had. It was some leftover tape from a event, and I left all the other tape out in the car, and I was just, I guess, being lazy and not going out to the car. Is there a reason the tape use so wide? Yeah, it was just some extra stuff I had lying around in here in the house. It just needed to be used up. And CR is here from Springfield. Wonderful. Very direct with the truck. I love the red. Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Bum, bum, bum. I see that you are layering more than direct painting on this piece. Oh, you've been painting for a while, I see. Cool, cool. And go ahead and put it in the chat. Yeah, anything with boats. Ooh, look. Hey, Wicked Mike. Just for you, Mike, we'll do a boat next week. I love doing boats. I just got back 12 paintings. from the San Diego Library I had on display. So if you're in town, come see the show at my studio now in Balboa Park. Bum, bum, bum. Right on. It's been a good one today. Today went a lot faster. I guess it makes up for last week. Last week we went like 15 minutes over. The sketch for this was really, really simple. Okay. What really mattered the most was the rule of thirds. Okay, on setting up this painting. All right. The painting is still a little wet. If there's anything I might do after it kind of sets up a little more. My house is a little cool today. Today, here in San Diego was cooler than 80. Probably in the house, it's maybe around 78. And so there's some areas here that's not quite drying. I can still see some glossy, wet areas of paint here. So when this kind of sets up where it's like semi-glossy, it allows me to get in here and maybe put in a little more darker darks for the shadows here. I mean, you can cheat a little. And don't go telling your art teacher I told you this, but you could just take your pencil lead and just come in here and make this a little darker and rigid. See this? Now that's looking like it's kind of a little more flat, but you got to do it over here too. See that? And later I'll hit it with some paint. And over here was this little thing, a little door behind that. This can go just a little tighter. Instead of just drawing all over my picture, I'll just be patient. And as you can see, I made this really simple as opposed to it had a little more extra boop. See this little L? So I just really simplified it today. This is a 7x10 if you're wondering what size I'm working. All 15 of you with all 11 thumbs up, thank you so much. I appreciate those thumbs up, and I appreciate you being here. This was fun. This is, when I do a painting like this, and it goes this way, it kind of gets me excited to maybe paint it larger, like maybe double the size. And sometimes if that goes well, I'll paint it even just a little bit, even maybe like a half sheet of paper. So this is a 7x10. Then it would maybe go, hey, Debbie, she's done this practice. I gave her homework where she painted something this size and then made it a quarter sheet. And so, glad you're here, Debbie. And thanks for everybody smashing that like button. We got 14 likes and all 15 of you here. And if you wouldn't mind sharing this on your Facebook after we upload it and stuff. But other than that, come next week. And thanks to Mike, we're going to go ahead and, yep, she said, yep. I made her paint it bigger. It turned out really nice, didn't it, Debbie? It really did. She really put some good time into her painting, and yeah. Well, I really appreciate you. We're just under 11 minutes than our normal time. Paula's saying, thank you, Gabriel, and I like your painting. And you are also welcome, Debbie. She said, thank you so much. Well, I appreciate you. If I were to sign this painting, it would be right here, but right now it's just like soaking wet right there. So, like I said, it's really nice and cool in my house today. It's We had a heat wave. It was really rough last week. And I'm sure we'll see that power bill next week or this month. But yeah, I really appreciate all of the questions in the comments. Those of you that have watched this outside of the live, thank you so much for being part of this community. You encourage me to keep painting, and thank you. And hey, thank you, CR. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. There's more of you jumping on here. And all 17 of you. So come next week, we're going to do a boat painting. I've actually got one in mind. There's a painting that I have been wanting to paint, and now I'm just going to go ahead and save it for next week. So I'll prep that for you. And yeah, thank you so much. Have a wonderful week, and always keep your brushes wet. And thanks again. If you're just now coming on, I got from Cheap Joe's these new sketchbooks. And I like them because it comes with 5 of them. One right now is in my backpack. That's what's missing one. But each one of these, you can write on the side. Maybe this one's like horses, and this one's boats, and this one's, you know, barns and bridges or whatever. And then you can draw something on the cover. But the paper in these, they rock. And again, I can't tell you about the super cool surprise that's coming in December. All I can say is save your pennies and be ready to buy something cool to put in your stocking. Well, thanks again. Have a wonderful week. I was trying to think if there was anything else. Boom, boom, boom. Nope. All right. See you. Take care. I'll talk to you later. Bye.